trapped and killed 3 workers. The bodies of Pretty Nkambule, Yvonne Mnisi and Solomon Nyarenda are still underground. Since the accident, the mine, then owned by Vantage Goldfields, closed due to financial problems. Now trade union AMCU is calling on government to fund its reopening. On the line, we're joined by SABC reporter Siphephile Kunene. Siphephile, thank you for being with us. Let's start with the ceremony that was held today to remember these 3 miners.
This morning, Francis, AMCU organized an event to commemorate the 3 that are still underground, that are still trapped, which is Yvonne, Pretty, as well as Solomon. During that commemoration, there was DMR, there was people who are interested in investing in the company. Actually, he's an investor now because he's ready to open and start working, as well as the former workers of Lily Mine. What transpired there was that the families expressed that they are not happy with the way in which the matter is being handled, in as far as the money that they are supposed to get as compensation is concerned, as well as the fact that the information that they are supposed to be getting from the powers that be as to what's going on, what to expect, are those people being extracted from the mine or what? It's not coming through as they would have loved it to come through. Yes, they also asked for prayer support from everyone else. What I also gathered was that the community around Lowville are keen to have the mine opened because there are no job opportunities around the area. Right now, almost everyone who's working there is working on a road project that's tying the road that is from the main road between Cape Maiden and Barberton into Lowville. That's where they're working. Their hope in terms of employment was pinned on Barbrook Mine as well as Lily Mine. Now all those mines are not functional. So those people want those mines open. AMCU is rooting for the same thing. So they already have an investor on board who said by the 25th of March, they should be starting work.
Well, will the new investor bring up those bodies is the question. You said DMR was there as well, the Department of Mineral Resources. Are they responding to AMCU's request that the mine be reopened, that government get involved to bring up these bodies?
Unfortunately, the officials that were there were not able to talk to us. They say they were not mandated to talk to us. They were just there ceremoniously because DMR had to be represented. But AMCU did made a call that the government needs to pump money in there. The government needs to put a lot of money in there for everyone to be able to start working, as well as for the retrieval of those people that are still trapped in the mine.
And you said the investors themselves were there. Are they talking?
Yes, they are talking. We spoke to a guy from Siakula Sonke. That guy says the obstacles that he has been coming across are political. They also not working well with a business rescue practitioner. They were also not given in time the certificates and other paperwork to allow them to start working in the mine. Remember, the mine was supposed to be open in November, but it wasn't open in November because the paperwork wasn't finished. Now he's hoping that by March everything will be in place and they'll be able to start working. Right now he says he's pumped about 24 million into this thing because he has been buying food parcels for the workers that are out of work now. He has been paying bits and pieces to them just to keep them going. Time and again, they get about 1,000 rand just to keep them going until the deal is sealed and they are able to start working. Matunja highlighted that they submitted to DMR that they be given about 200 million to reopen a Lily mine and retrieve those bodies and everything to start working. But DMR couldn't come up with the money at the time, but they were able to invest millions onto other companies, neglecting this one. Matunja also said that he asked the minister, the then minister of mineral resources, to declare what happened at Lily Mine a national disaster so that funds could be allocated to it. But that never happened. So now he's calling on the government to take a look at this thing and start over again and plan and inject money into this project to create the much needed employment in the area, as well as to retrieve those 3 that are still trapped in the container that is believed to be in the mine.
All right, we will follow what happens at the ill-fated Lily mine. Thank you very much, Siphephile Kunene. Now, schooling will remain